There's nothing worse than finishing a gig and working hard only to find out that it got denied and you're not getting paid. In this video, I'm going to show you all of the mistakes that I've made and the lessons I've learned from getting my field agent gigs denied. I've done estimated about 2,500 field agent gigs since I started using the app. I made close to $8,000 with it. I do about 10 to 20 field agent gigs almost every day, but I still get my gigs denied. The first reason that you're going to get your gigs denied is going to be with your pictures. The whole point of this app is so that they could get data of what's on the shelves, where displays are. They use it for various different things like shop and deliver apps for inventory, or companies looking to see where their product would fit next to other products on the shelf, which is really important when they design the packaging and stuff like that. And then also the stores are supposed to have the displays a certain way, and the company wants to know if they're actually doing that. So if you provide them with the wrong pictures or pictures they can't use, then it's worthless and they're not going to be able to pay you. So the first way they'll get denied is blurry pictures. Obviously, they want to be able to see what you're taking a picture of. But when you have to take a lot of pictures, you could kind of take the picture too fast or something and have it come out blurry. So a good way to avoid this, first, if you're like me and always grab your phone by your camera, maybe wipe it off with your t-shirt or carry one of these to wipe your lens. And the app actually has a feature that if you take a picture that they think is blurry, you'll get a notification saying that it might be blurry. But this is really glitchy and inaccurate sometimes. You could still take a picture that's blurry and it doesn't give you the notification. Or you could take a perfectly clear picture, but if it's of like water bottle cases with a lot of plastic and reflections, then it'll say it's blurry and it's super annoying. So after every picture, just glance at it, make sure that it's clear, make sure you can see what's going on. And then you could take your pictures fast while still doing this. Just check everyone. And then also, when you're first starting out, you could go through the app and check your pictures. So that way you'll be able to tell if they're blurry or not. Next is taking the picture either at the wrong angle or taking the picture from too far away. So there's going to be two types of stores that you're going to do gigs at. First one are going to be regular stores. And then the second one is going to be warehouse stores. BJ's, Costco, Sam's Club, maybe if there's other ones, but these are the ones where you need a membership. And at the membership warehouses, you're going to take a picture of the pallet. So regular store, you do 4-foot sections. Warehouse stores, you do pallets. So at a regular store, most of the shelves are going to be broken up into 4-foot sections, so it's pretty easy, but sometimes it's not. So do your best to judge it. Obviously, you're not going to have like a tape measure, but stand at the correct distance. You don't want to get less than the 4-foot section, but you don't want to get like 1.5 or 2 4-foot sections. You don't want it to be too far wide out. I got one denied today for that because I was taking it too far and they got too much. They use each picture and they stitch it together to make a nice view of the shelf. So make sure at a regular store you're doing 4-foot sections. Some places like Aldi's, the shelves aren't even. So do the best that you can. Also, if the aisle is really thin, there's a feature in the app where you could zoom out at the bottom. That'll give you a 5-time zoom. And almost any aisle, you'll be able to get your picture. But if you still can't, do it on a slight angle, as slight as you can to still get the picture. And then in your notes at the end of the gig, just write in your notes that you had to do that. And they usually accept if you write it in the note. And now the warehouse stores, they want a pallet. So there's going to be stuff stacked on pallets in these warehouse stores. You want that pallet in the middle of your picture. So each picture is going to be in the middle. But some shelves there won't have any pallets on the shelves, like in the pharmacy section, stuff like that. So either estimate, or a lot of times they'll have a pallet up top. So you could look at the pallet up top, like in the overstock area, and then align it up with your pictures. So let's say there's like a big area of products and then a pole and then another big area. So see, if there's 3 pallets, then you're going to be taking 3 pictures in that area. But if there's only 2 pallets, you're taking 2 pictures. I had ones that I was supposed to take 3 pallets, but I put it all into 2 pallets. So keep that in mind. Warehouse stores, pallets. Regular stores, 4-foot section. Next is not using your notes. Like I said, they actually read the notes that you write at the end or the comments. So some of the gigs will ask you for stuff that's not there. It'll be like there's a one for like toothpaste and stuff, and they'll ask for denture care. Some places don't have denture care, but there's no option to skip it. So in that case, just take a picture of the closest thing you could find to it, and then write in the notes, they didn't have denture care products. If you don't write that, they'll just deny it for the wrong picture. Also, at like Sam's Club, they'll do smart thermostats, and at that store, there's no smart thermostats. So you just take a picture of anything and then write it in your notes. Always use your notes if you're unsure about something, and they will read it and you will most likely get approved. Next is going to be taking the wrong pictures in the wrong spots. So a lot of times when I'm doing a gig at like Sam's Club or a supermarket, the first one's for the coffee. Then the second one is for the refrigerated coffee, which is on the completely opposite side of the store. I'll skip through the app and then go back. But sometimes when I go back, I'll take the wrong picture in the wrong spot. So if you're going to skip ahead, make sure to be really careful that you don't make a mistake like that. The last thing is something that I still get denied a lot for, and that is the wrong location. So if you try to do a gig that you reserved and you're far away, it uses your GPS, it'll give you a notification saying, do you still want to open this gig? If there's a supermarket and a CVS and the Walmart in the same parking lot, you could open the gig and then do the wrong one at the wrong place. So if you're doing field agent right, you should have at least 10 to 20 field agent gigs reserved, ready to go. And then you're working through that list. A lot of times I'm trying to go as fast as I can, park, gig, get in the car, go to the next place. And I go really fast, and I may have 5 different Walmarts reserved for that day. There was a lot of times where I did 2 Walmart gigs at the wrong Walmart, and they both got denied. So a way to avoid this is before you go in to do the gig, refresh the app, and then it'll tell you. It'll either say like 5 miles away, 1 mile away, 0.2 miles away. Make sure that the one you're doing is the one you're supposed to be doing. You could also double check with the address. It's just really annoying because you did both gigs right, but they both got denied because you were at the wrong location. And if you do get denied, don't give up. Just keep going. I got so many denied, I almost gave up on Field Agent when I first started, but it's definitely worth it. And if you want to see me compare Field Agent to the Mobi app, check out this video over here.